Hello, good evening, namaste and welcome. Uh, Currently, I'm kind of finding the correct words to explain this situation because this has been a very big issue in the game in state 62 and in many other states as well, that some of the alliances they get farmed, they get attacked for resources, etc., etc. And this is one of the alliances, that is Sangria. SNG. My friends are there. I really like the name Sangria, and one of my farm account was also there in SNG, which I later moved on to a different alliance. So, in the recent times, one of the alliance in the game, they have been looting, plundering resources a lot compared to the other alliances, and I'm not gonna tell you all the names. I have to keep some part of it as a private matter. So I'll take some names. I'm from Alliance RPM, and you see we have our leader already there positioned. Now, what happened is, since Sangria has been, it's getting looted saying every day is actually a very wrong thing. They are getting looted almost every hour. So if you see, a lot of them have shielded up. I had to suggest them to go ahead and shield, go ahead and use reinforcements. They tried their best of the best of the best, and then finally there comes a line, there comes a part, there comes a time where they say enough is enough, it's done, and it is time to take some action. I'm not saying that looting and plundering is bad, it is a part of the game. Many of us do looting and plundering. Even I go for looting and plundering. I'm not a saint to preach all this. Look at my kills, man, 77,530. I'm not a saint. Even I have done looting, I have done plundering. At the same point of time, I have kept it in a decent manner. It's like I tap one headquarters one time and then I just leave, because one single attack on a headquarters is quite enough to get the resources that I am looking for. And mainly, I don't go for resources hunting, as you all know. You never saw in any of my videos. I just do it for fun, and that too, I do it only on unbound headquarters. When I say unbound headquarters, in the state, you will definitely see some of the headquarters without any alliance tag. Those are the ones who have either abandoned their headquarters in an open area, or they have been kicked out of the alliance for some reason. So those are the unbound headquarters. So whenever I see one of them, or whenever I see an abandoned headquarter, is where I go ahead and hit it, just for the purpose of getting those kills, never for the purpose of getting resources. I have my own farmlands and lumberyards to go ahead and take care of it. So I really don't have to go out and then look for resources every hour, and every day I get at least a million plus of resources. Not every hour I get million plus, but when the reset happens, when the timer happens, my farmlands are well equipped enough. I have done the necessary research in order to increase the production and all, and I get my resources from here. Other than this, I go out, I send my trucks for farming and gathering. Every 4 or 5 hours I get these level 6 farmlands and lumberyards. So I make sure that I get these resources every 6 sorry, one of it is 3 to 4 hours and the other one is somewhere around 5 hours, because of my formation and because of the research that I have completed. So I'll quickly show you the researches that I have completed. My new home is all maxed out. Okay, it has a lot of it. Most of you know how to look at these resources, so I'm not going to get into the detail. Then in my shelter building as well, if you see, most of it is maxed. Ideally, a player of last Z survival is supposed to max the elite troops, hero training, alliance recognition, and fully armed alliance. This is the one someone ideally has to perform. Wherein, since I'm against the part of looting or plundering someone else's headquarter, I went ahead and took the role of a farmer. And since then, right from the first day onwards, I made sure that my production is at the max available possible. So I really never had to go out and loot in order to upgrade my buildings. If you see, I'm already at a very, very, very decent level. Okay. And I have good enough of those 4 days for the building to upgrade. I'm definitely not gonna wait for 4 days. Already the shelter building is ongoing for the full preparedness. I'll quickly go ahead and use some speed ups on it. I'm getting deviated from the main topic of looting and plundering that has caused a lot of trouble. Matt, who's one of the leader of RPM, and even Penny, they have been, brainstorming on an idea. I do not want to talk much about it, because once Matt and Penny announces it, that's when, probably I'll take the permission, and that's when I'll talk more on this. As of now, even to be very honest, even I do not have any information about it. So I'm not even hiding anything from you guys. But the thing is, uh, the looting and plundering part in the game has reached to the extent where many of my friends that I know in the game, they left the they simply left the game. And some of them talked to me in world chat, and then they deleted their account. So this definitely is a concerning matter. There are certain rules that have been placed. Again, it's not like rules that are forced upon anyone. It's like you can respect them, and most of us have been respecting it. But there are certain people in state 62 who do not wish to follow, adhere to any of those. And what they normally do is they just go out, and it's like literal chaos to watch whenever they are looting in the state. And I don't know, since morning my luck is really, really bad. I tried Pharaoh's event, that did not work. I'm trying to speed up and reach till that, and that's not happening. Okay, forget about it, because this is kind of diverting my attention. So I'll just forget, and I'll go back to what we were talking about. So the thing is, it was high time that we have to take a stand, and it is high time that we have to send a message, and the message has to be loud and clear. It has to be really loud and clear. At the same point of time, we do not want to start a war in state 62. So this is what many of us did. Number one, PDW, amazing idea. They did it earlier as well on a different alliance. I forgot the name of that alliance. That happened like 3 or 4 days ago, when the loot was happening, when the plundering was happening. The entire, all of the, I would say most of the members from PDW, at least the main ones, or the higher powered members, they sent all of their trucks to protect those headquarters, or rather say, they are like on a security detail. So along with them, Matt joined. We have seen Matt doing a lot during. I normally don't show you the pictures and the names, but Matt really deserves this. It's a sign of respect to Matt. And whenever and during, let it be during an enemy buster, or during the state wars and all, whenever anybody asks for help, Matt is like really there. And not just Matt, many members from RPM are there at state 62. I have seen them teleporting from one spot to the other instantaneously as soon as the coordinates are dropped. The moment coordinates are dropped in the world chat, we see that the building is there. I mean to say, the headquarters is there. In order to, provide, let's say moral support, let's say security detail, or even if it demands that, the situation demands that the headquarter had to be, burned down for the opponent who tried to do something bad over here, that was done. That was done in the past, and it has been happening during several of the state events, several of the enemy buster events. Matt, Penny, the higher management of RPM, also many of the members of RPM, whoever had the capability of teleporting and then assisting the members, taking a truck versus truck fight, or let it be a headquarters versus headquarters fight. So it has been happening. PDW made a very big stance over here, and my serious respect to Val. I'm not telling you the entire name, but respect, bro. Seriously, respect. He did it twice in this particular week to 10 days, and they. I mean, I know of these two instances. I'm sure that there must have been more assistance that PDW and PDW members, particularly Val, their leader, have provided to State 62. So huge respect to PDW and to Val. So this is something which needs to be addressed, which is something which needs to be talked about. I'm not saying that there are villains in the game. I'm not saying that someone is really bad about doing it. I'm not saying that a certain group is bad. A certain number of people are bad. The point over here is very, very simple. Let's keep it civil. Let's keep it very, very friendly. Let's not make life difficult for another player, not at least to the point that they are abandoning the game. I can right now show you some ghost towns. I call it ghost towns because people have abandoned those bases. I know some of the locations. These are active. WDW is the sister alliance of PDW. So these guys are over here securing the city. Let me zoom out a little bit. If we go to any of the corners, go to any of the corners in the state, you will see base headquarters. Okay, I have seen this guy getting ported like from one part of the state to the other, man. Seriously, see, this is one of the ghost town. All right, and it really scares me that just by scrolling a little bit, I found these many number of headquarters. Of course, some of them are like very low level, that can be understandable, but a battle fort means that you need to get 8 million power right in the first 8 days. That's when you get the battle fort. Otherwise, you will not get the battle fort headquarters skin. Let me take you to a little further. Let's just scroll to random location. I'm not even looking where I'm going. I'll just go somewhere random. Okay, let's go somewhere here. That is 947 city. So obviously you will find many of the headquarters. And see, another example. We just randomly moved somewhere. So another ghost town. I don't know, but this definitely seems like abandoned headquarters. Some of them are again low level headquarters. So that is fine. But then you'll also find some of the headquarters which are of good number. 15 is a good number. The person has spent some time in the game. 16 is a good number. 12. 12 is still okay. Let's not consider anything which is below 12 or 13. 19, 22, another battle fort. Let's go some other place. We'll go somewhere towards the northeast part. Okay, zoom out. Come on, game. Don't do this. For some reason, the game has been lagging all of the day. I really RRD. Seriously, okay. See, I'm not saying RPM is a saint. I'm not saying Santa is a saint. We go out, we go loot. Okay, if you see the blue diamonds is my alliance members. They are there. At the same point of time, it's not like they loot till the point that the headquarter is vanished. Yeah, there are certain people whom we vanish. Number 18, right? Another battle fort, another battle fort, another battle fort. So you be the judge. Is my point not correct? Is this stand not correct? So let's be responsible in the game. Right in the beginning days of my last Z, someone in the chat was talking about, you need to be very, very responsible while you're looting, and that you're not causing trouble to the other players. So this has to be addressed. And I really don't know who is that stupid idiot who is performing boomers while the entire alliance is in kind of a siege. Really? Wow. So see, these are the kind of, again, I'm sorry I'm using these words like stupid and idiot, but these are the kind of guys who really spoil the fun for others. almost 3 to 4 alliances ka trucks are here, guys. And these guys are doing boomers. Wow. Chalo, whatever. Okay. They want to complete their missions, whatever, whatnot, let them do. But see, the moment I heard about it, I sent my truck. Okay. RPM is here, PDW is here, RDR is here, my prior alliance, and one of my dearest friends in the game. Of course, I see SNG and the others. Okay, so even more are joining, and this has been happening since 1 hour. Okay, this is not we just started 5 minutes ago or so. These guys have formed today morning. There was a call from SNG in the world chat that we are getting attacked, and they were asking for help. Unfortunately, my headquarter level is of not that high level, and neither I do not have a very strong formation to go ahead and take a fight with the big dudes, right? So those guys are like level 26, 25, 27. I cannot take a fight. Mine is like at 23 and 24. About to go for at 23 right now. And I don't have tier 8 troops. Currently, I only hold tier 7 troops. So that is something which I'm really working for. My next target is to get tier 8 troops. Because that is where the game changes, and also I'm working on my heroes as well. Today morning during the hero initiative, as well as according to the alliance duel calendar item, I went ahead and upgraded most of my heroes. So if you see, I got Sophia up to 3 stars, Laura and Mia to 2 stars. These guys are at 5, Vivian as well as Miranda, and then Fiona at 4 stars, and the other ladies at 3, the gentleman at 3, just 2 leaves short. So even yeah, just 2 leaves short for William. So that will be done. So once I have my primary formation of Katrina, Mia, Sophia, Laura, and Vivian, or maybe Miranda, up to a decent star level, I'll be ready along with the tier 8 troops, and I'll start teleporting to help any of the alliances. That is really my target, and I'll definitely make more videos on that as well. I have to be cautious not to misclick on any of the headquarters or the trucks, because it's like very, very, very close quarters, and even one single misclick and an attack, this will create a deadly impact. So I need to be cautious about that. So see, finally, my words and my message is very, very simple. I'm not preaching peace. I'm not asking to be saint. I'm not saying that you should not loot. Go ahead, loot. That's a part of the game. You need it for any upgrade of the building which are of a higher level. You definitely need resources. At the same point of time, my request is consider a 1 tap or 3 tap, not more than 3 taps. Hit a headquarter for three times and then leave from there. Don't hit the entire number of headquarters that are there in the alliance. That really does not make any sense. You see 50 headquarters and you're going to attack one after the other करके मैं जाऊंगा भाई खुले सांड की तरह ना, जाके घुस जाऊंगा उसके घर में. ये नहीं चलता भाई. That does not work really. Let's be responsible in the game. Let's play, have fun. It's a game. End of the day, it's a game. It's made of pixels that are stitched together, that we look as a game, and the graphics. Everything you see are pixels, and really worrying about pixels does not make any sense. So let's not get sad. But the thing is, with this game, there is kind of a connection that has been formed. That is one of the reason, like, I'm playing this game for more than 16 hours a day. Okay, and today I'm at day that's visible on VIP, right? Yeah, I'm at day 64. So in these 64 days, I reached level 23 headquarter, and that too with decent number of building upgrades. Okay, when I say decent number, having your farms or your lumberyards at level 18, level 19s, my windmills are at 16s, my training grounds are at 19s, trade center at 13, the smelting plant at 15, the residences are at 16, rally square at 16, bookstore at 14. I really don't know if anyone considers that, but you need to get these buildings up. Villa at 19, and the reason behind Villa provides you the construction speed up. Emergency hospitals at 19, Toxic Fog Garden, that's at 14, Dawn Tower at 13, Steel Factory at 13. So if a person without looting, and my number of kills are evident for that. If I had been looting since 60 days, 60 plus days, this number has to be really, really high, right? Anyone who has played the game for some time, they know the number of kills they get if they are looting for 60 plus days in the game, which I did not. I have solely survived on the resources that I get from the boxes, the resources that are produced within my shelter, and the resources that I gather from outside the world. I completely agree. I have attacked headquarters, but there is a rule. I only one tap. I don't even go for three taps. Exception are those pervs, those perverts who are there in the world chat abusing women and all. We have zero tolerance for that, and I have annihilated certain headquarters along with my friends in the game. So that's a different topic altogether. Maybe I'll make a different video on it. But right now, request is, let's be civil in the game. Let's make it, even if you're not friendly with everyone else, at least make sure that you're following certain rules, so that the other person is not feeling to the point that bhai main kyun khel raha hu, why am I playing this game karke. Okay, let's not make the other person feel that sad. Players enter the game with the thought process of, I had a really long day and I want to relax in the game, and the moment they come back, open their game, they see a burning building. They see that they have acquired a number of resources, x number of food and y number of wood, and they come back and see that it is like zeroed. That is a psychological impact to the person who has like really had a very, very bad, let's say that the person had a really bad day, and his or her relaxation is the game. Let's talk about a student who had a very long day at school or college, and they want to come enter the game and then relax for like few minutes or maybe few hours, play, have a word in the world chat or in the alliance chat or in the private chat rooms with others, talk a little bit, say that I had this is what I have achieved, or maybe this is how my day happened, and then they share things with each other. That is an common factor within the game. This is also one of the reason I got like dragged into the game, and I'm playing this game for like almost 16 hours, 17 hours. At times there are days where I played the game for 20 hours straight, hardly slept, and then woke up in order to complete the task and then continued from there. So that's the kind of relation that happens sometimes with games, and this particular game really got me connected at that level. So when someone invests time within the game, that is like directly investing their money in the game. Time is equivalent to money, everyone knows about it, right? You might be under 16 years old or under 18 years old. I don't know if the game allows anyone under 18. I think there is a age restriction in the game because of the visuals. I have to re-look at it, but that's like I'm getting deviated from the topic. The agenda, the point is, let's be civil, let's be friendly. Don't make someone else's life miserable to the point that they delete the game, they abandon their headquarters and leave. Now, let's talk about it a little bit. Let's say that you are that kind of player who only wants to loot the entire day, and you are not even focusing about gathering or producing your own resources. So let's talk about that for a moment. You go ahead, you loot them, you plunder them, and then the player abandons. What happens is, I showed you the ghost towns, right? I showed you a lot of headquarters that have been abandoned. So whom will you play with tomorrow? Whom will you? Let's say the entire state has abandoned and there is only one single alliance sitting there. Whom will you fight with? Whom will you have a word with? Of course, your alliance has 100 members, but there are no one else in the game. I mean to say, there are no one else left out in the state. Every state has X number of alliances, and every alliance has 100 members in it. Only the top alliances are the ones who have like 100 members filled. Even sometimes top alliances are like at 95, 98, something like that. That's because people are leaving the game, and the reason for leaving the game is because of the things that are happening with the game. And we are really putting in our heart and mind together to get those things sorted out, because once we are in the game, it is a game and it is for relaxation. These are pixels. It is not to get bothered for. I'm trying to smile and make the video a little light-hearted, but the part this has been bothering me since day one. Since day one, the moment I installed the game, I knew that someday or the other my headquarter or my building will definitely get attacked, and I had to face it. Fortunately, that did not happen a lot of times. There was only like few instances that happened, and it was not of a big deal. What I did was I went ahead, chatted with the people, made friends. I was very vocal in any of the chat rooms. I was very chat friendly throughout the day. People used to tell me like, Santa, do you sleep? Santa, what do you do in your real life? So I told them like, I'm a gamer, I'm a YouTuber. This is my work. So ideally, I'm sitting at my profession, I'm doing my work, and this is what. Suddenly, a person walks in and says that, Santa bro, my headquarter is getting hit. Karke. So whatever I could do for them, I tried. I did. Uh, Maybe gathering some reinforcements for the fellow, maybe uh, providing them knowledge of how to use a shield, how to reinforce the buildings, etc., etc. Karke, because that is needed, right? Some people take it to the level that they feel like they themselves are involved in the game. Uh, I have been playing games from quite some time, so I can easily detach myself from the game and look at it only as a game and think that, okay, fine. Someone attacked me. I lost all of my 126 million food, and I lost all of my 127 million wood. चलो कोई बात नहीं. Tomorrow morning again I'll start from zero. I'll either produce them or I'll go ahead and gather them. I will not go ahead and loot, because I really dislike that part. Okay, so my request is to everyone who is watching and to the alliance who is doing these things in the game, that you are making the game really difficult for many people. I request you to follow the one tap rule or the three tap rule. Attack an headquarter once or max three times. Take what you want. I won't say take what you want, but because then you'll attack the headquarter for more than three times, and then you'll come back, say Santa told me in the video karke. Nah, I'm not telling that. Hit it once, hit it thrice, you'll get good amount of resources, and then just leave from there. And if you are teleporting to any of the alliances, let's say that you teleported to SNG and you wanted to loot some of the headquarters, attack two buildings, three buildings, you'll get enough amount of resources to go ahead and upgrade your buildings. And then go ahead, leave. There are more headquarters around the state. Are you that lazy to go ahead and search for resources? Really? My goodness gracious, like I'm getting so emotional, and I'm getting slightly agitated because my friends have left the game and I had to spend nearly 2-3 hours convincing them via chat to stay. And the very simple reason is that today I lose one player, tomorrow I lose one player, within a week we lost seven, within a month it is 30 players, and within a year it is 365 players. And I'm talking about a single state, I'm talking about one alliance or two alliances at a rate. I'm not even considering about the all of the alliances together and all of the people who have left in a single day. Then the numbers would be even very higher. I'm only quoting you one or two. And I really felt extremely sad that that guy, my friends have left the game, and that too a very kind-hearted person who was helping out the other persons in the game. Again, if I talk more about it, the privacy part will get out, which I want to keep it under the wrap. I don't want someone's private matter to be revealed, but the person left for the main reason, for a very simple reason, that the things that are happening in the game was heavily disliked by him. Many will say that, he is, again, that's a different matter altogether. But if someone so good and someone of a level of headquarter 26 or 27 leaves the game, then it is a matter of concern. It is definitely a matter of concern, and it has to be handled, it has to be addressed, it has to be talked upon, and it has to be taken care of, so that tomorrow we are not losing tens or hundreds of players at a single time. Then if tens or hundreds of players start leaving the state every day, who will participate in the events? You want the capital to be taken. RPM asked for help. Okay, so when RPM asked for help, I know for sure that, tens or fifteens of alliances came together, and we made the formation happen. We surrounded the capital and we took it. We helped RPM take the alliance, take the capital. That particular time I was an RDR, and we made sure we assisted, since RD and RDR and RPM are alliances, we assisted RPM taking care of the capital, and it has been a cakewalk from there on. Matt, Penny together, they made sure that, everything was happening in a smooth manner, and that if there is certain issue that is bothering someone, or if someone from out of state during a enemy buster state ruler event are trying to be naughty, or are trying to, bother the other members, then they made sure that that headquarter gets vanished off the map. So these things happen. Now, again, getting back to the main part of this video, we are already half an hour into it. Oh my goodness, I got carried away. I spoke a lot. Again, this has been bothering me since many days. I really did not want to address this matter because there are names involved, there are alliances names involved, and if I talk about it, it is kind of like a black mark on their alliance name, which I really don't want to get out. So I have to respect that part, right? Even they are in the game to have a bit of fun, but the way they are having fun is really snatching away the fun of others. So I request you, kindly consider the idea of either producing your own food and wood, or go ahead and gather. If these two are not your options, you really want to go ahead and loot and plunder, consider the one tap rule, consider the three tap rule. And as I mentioned, if you're hitting any of the attacking any of the alliances, choose 2 or 3 headquarters, or maybe 4 headquarters. There are 100 in every alliance, so select a number, keep it at a minimal level. Don't attack them to the level that, do you really think that, this is a good site, this is a peaceful site, like looking at these many number of buildings shielded? Normally this happens during a state event, this happens during a enemy buster, that we do not want the other state to get an advantage, and as a tactical measure we go ahead and use shields. Okay, only the big guys in the game who are like at headquarter level 26, 27 or above, they are the ones who go for the attacks. Normally the rest of us, we shield up. Haha, if we have tier 8 troops with a very good hero formation, we contribute, we participate. That's a different case altogether. Otherwise, this is what we do. And on a very normal day, it is 11:43 here. Within the game, I believe minus 7 hours. So that is somewhere 6 hours within the game. And at 6 hours within the game, in many parts of the world, it's like morning time or evening time, and a very normal day for them, and they had to walk into a shield. Imagine how horrible the feeling is for that fellow. My goodness, man, I'm sweating and I'm getting emotional even talking more about it. Okay, I'll quickly wrap it up. Normally, I ask for like, share, and subscribe. I won't even ask you for that, because this is not the kind of video where I end asking asking for it. So my message is very, 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 very simple. Be reasonable during the loot. Be considerate while you're playing of the other player, because the very, very simple logic is, if we lose the other player, we will not have an opponent to play with, we will not have a friend to play with, and we will not have an opponent to fight with from the same state. When I say opponent within the same state, you need other players to compete in several of the events. If you do not have the other player, who will we compete with? How will you get those arena points? How will you get those full preparedness points, etc.? There are some really great minds who will say that, if there are no one else, then I'll be the number one. If there are no one else, you being number one, what will you do with it? Seriously, man. Chalo, guys. Thank you for listening to me. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope that this video sends a really good message to everyone. You guys have a nice time. I'll see you in the next video.